Ladies and gentlemen, the host of The Raja Show. Listen, he told me about something that I have to bring to you, my audience, on Facebook and YouTube. Are you ready? And I was a firm believer the president had to bail out the automobile industry. Wall Street Journal story, GM and Lyft Inc. are getting together to compete with Uber because they want to get a self-driven automobile. That's why they're looking at a San Francisco-based company entitled Cruise Automation Inc., purchasing them possibly for $1 billion, and they've already invested $500 million into this, and they want to have Chevy Bolts as those driverless vehicles as taxis. So what does it do for them? It helps them sell the Chevy Bolt, and more importantly, compete with the electric automobile company Tesla and Alphabet Inc., and they're hoping to have a fleet by 2020. A lot of crazy things going on in the Silicon Valley.
2020 is, they're actually talking next year, Rob.
Wow.
They're talking about having pilots, driverless taxis, being, GM and Lyft next year. And look at the fight. Apple just invested $1 billion in a company called Didi, which is based in China. And it's a shark fest out there. Apple, Google, Uber, Tesla, GM, and Lyft. They're all vying for, because Uber's valued $60 billion. They see this huge capitalization, and they all want to partake in that.
You had a guest on today. You talked about what are they building here in Pittsburgh with Uber. And he kind of did a little bit of a soft shoe and said, you got to ask them. But man, I want to know what's going on behind the curtain. I love Uber.
40 people taken out of Carnegie Mellon. They took 40 of the best robotics people out of Carnegie Mellon, and that's what they're doing. They're actually building. So now they see the big cost right now for Uber is they pay 75 cents on the dollar to the drivers. Here, what you can do if you have your own car, you don't pay anybody. It's a driverless car. That's what Uber wants.
And on a sidebar, Wendy's is talking about going to kiosks too, to where you can just basically pull up and order your food, take your food, pay, and you're on your way. So listen, we want people to work, but we also love the technology. We both agree that GM definitely had to get bailed out.
Yes. The GM was in trouble. Whether they had to definitely get bailed out, there's different options there. The good part is, we can't let the auto industry, go down in the country. That's that's who we are, a part of our country. So we're going to have to continue to, make sure they're succeeding. And the good part is Tesla is out there. That's a U.S.-based company, started here from scratch, and they sort of changed the playing field.
I'll leave you with this. It may be shark-infested waters, but it's nice to see the survival of the fittest. That's what America was built on, and you've got companies like Google and Apple, and now that iconic, historic icon GM may be getting into the mix.
Yes.
It's all good.
I love it.
Raja, Sundays, talking business to make you think business at 11 on KDKA.